Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today's episode is a very special one because it's not just another guest, it's kind of a full circle moment. Our guest today is someone you already know and love. We're going to reflect a bit on her time at Northwestern, what it's been like to finish college soccer, what she's doing now as she navigates the process of going pro, and how her passion for journalism and broadcasting fits into all of it. So, without further ado, we are very excited to welcome Brooke Miller back to the podcast.
Woo! Hi guys, I missed you all. I'm not referred to as co-host Brooke Miller anymore. I'm now guest Brooke Miller, so a little sad, but it's also nostalgic.
This is really exciting. We can't wait to get going.
Yes.
So, Rich is here, Ava's here, Brooke is here. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it. What you got for me?
Woo! Well, Brooke, how does it feel to be sitting on the other side of the table now? Does this feel like a full circle moment for you?
Well, I will say, logistically, I'm sitting in the same spot where I normally sit whenever I
Rookie mistake one.
okay. The podcast. Maybe we should switch really quick. But it feels a little bit weird. Like I'm watching, honestly, you guys are, you're doing things a little differently now. We're just got GarageBand instead of, Podbeam. Ava's got the questions professionally typed out. I would always have mine on like a silly little notes of. So I feel proud of where the podcast has come because I think like you guys are so prepared. I'm so excited to see where it goes towards, like what Whiskers becomes in the next year. I also think Ava's probably going to be a lot more responsive and on top of fucking guests than I was.
I think I might get text messages back.
You might get text messages back this
I've
time.
already got like 6 in the last 3 days. So.
Yeah, and that's pretty impressive. That's my average in a month. So I will say, I think that this is going to be great. It feels like a little bit sad to feel like this chapter is closing, but
Never closes.
But you know, it's always open, right? The door's always open for me, right? Monthly
For
episodes.
you.
Then yeah, so I feel proud overall.
Okay, enough about the podcast. Let's talk about Brooke.
Yeah. So, Brooke, you just wrapped up your collegiate soccer career here at Northwestern. Was there a moment during the season where it really hit, man, this chapter is closing and a new one is about to open?
I think for me, it really hit like when we were in Alabama. The practice before, this is so specific, but the practice before we were warming up before the Alabama game, I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't want this to be the last trip. Like I feel like it hits when you're like, I'm going to be in this trip. And then once we go home, we're just like, I'm going to return and I'm going to hop on that plane and then I'm not going to be playing soccer anymore. So I think like for me, I really obviously wanted to go after Alabama and everything like that, which was for the fans who might not know, our last collegiate game of last season. I really wanted to go further, but also just because I was like, oh my gosh, like this could be the last practice, the last warm up, the last everything. And like, I think that's when it really hit because during season, not postseason, I was like confident, very confident we're going to make postseason. So I was like, all right, we're going to have a season after season. But then when it gets to like NCAAs and you realize, okay, this could be the last of everything before you go into each game, that's when I was really like, oh my gosh, started to freak out a little bit. So yeah, that was my moment.
Yeah. Well, speaking of moments, we're going to talk about another one. When you look back, is there a particular moment, game, stretch of season that you feel the most proud of or that stands out as like, wow, that was a big part of my legacy here at Northwestern?
I guess I would say the ones that come to mind right now. Well, first of all, TCU was great. I feel like that, but that was more towards the start of our season where I was like, okay, let's go. Like, this is going to be really good. I would say the stretch where we were winning, we had like a three game stretch, maybe a little bit in between or something, of us winning like by more than like 3 goals. And I think it just felt really good to be, not that that's exactly like crushing teams, but like if you're on the opposite end of that, you don't want to be losing 3-0. It's more than like 1-0 or a close game. And it felt like we really, in those games, had taken everything that we'd been trying to do and actually input it into the season and shown it on the field. And I think when we were like so far ahead and we're like, yep, we did this. And it was almost easy to be out there playing against these teams that are really good. That was when I was like really proud because I was like, wow, we're really up there. I guess I would say also USC, that was really great to win our first Big Ten tourney game. And then I would say in general, like when you started to see at the end of the season, people like holding each other accountable, people taking out their notebooks when we were doing film, people grabbing other people to do film together. Like that was a really proud moment because I feel like in past seasons, some of the small things are stuff that we'd been missing that we maybe didn't realize was as important as it is. And when we actually went into it this season and people were just doing it like it was secondhand, I was like, wow, this is great. Like, this is championship team. And it really was like proud senior moment.
Yeah. Lastly, before we transition more into current times, what's one lesson from college soccer that you know you'll carry into whatever comes next, whether that's with your internship, with playing pro potentially, or even beyond? Does anything stick out to you there?
I think for me, and this is very specific to myself, but also hopefully it like hits home for other people too, is to realize that I'm going to be bad at things at first. And I need to like give myself some breathing room to realize that I'm going to be bad at them and to take the time to learn and improve and do what it takes to learn and improve rather than be like, all right, I'm going to go into this, I'm going to be good right away. And if it doesn't work out, like I'm a failure. And Rich knows because he was skills testing with me for like 4 years in a row where I would like step up on the first day and be like, this is going to be easy. Do it the first day, not get anywhere close and be like, my world is ending. My life is over. I suck. But it just like took a lot of practice. And I think that is kind of how my college career ran a little bit too. Like I just really had to believe in myself and it's going right now the same way for me. And like my career is that I'm not going to be good at things right away. I have to learn, I have to improve at them and then give myself a little bit of grace. And it's not going to be like perfect at the start.
Yeah. Is there a certain instance that comes to mind like recently, like post-college where it's like, yeah, I've had to apply this specific lesson that you just talked about in the real world?
Yes, definitely. I think it was a very specific moment. So I've been working at WBEZ Chicago for 3 weeks now. This is the end of my 3rd week. And
Where's that on your dial if they want to listen in?
You know what? You're putting me on the spot. I don't know. Oh, wait. The channel is 95.1.
95.1 in Chicago.
WBEZ. WBEZ Chicago.
And if they're not in the area, they could go online and listen.
You can go online. You can search up, I work for the talk shows team. You can search up In the Loop by Sasha Ann Simons or Say More by Mary Dixon and Patrick. And
okay, shout out Mary, Patrick, Sasha. We want you guys listening to Whiskers. Let's go.
Shout out. I don't want them listening to this part though because, but so basically I worked there. I was writing a script for this pitch that I pitched, which was for the Chicago Writers Showcase, which it's kind of self-explanatory. Writers go in and they share their books. The new writers of like everything about WBEZ Chicago is about local news. So it's about Chicago, Chicagoland areas. And I wrote the script and I was like, okay, I'm done. I gave it to my editor and I slowly watched as he changed like every single word that I wrote, every single question. We rewrote, like the concept was there. The concept was definitely there. The event was the same, but everything was changing. And I was watching like, oh my gosh, I failed. He's never going to trust me with anything again. That was horrible. And that was really a moment for me where I was like, I suck. I'm going to quit, and had a little midlife crisis. But then this week I did a different pitch. I wrote a script for Restaurant Week and my questions were basically say the same with a few edits. So I realized that you just kind of have to learn. I learned a lot. I was like, wow, that was bad. Let me do it better next time. Let me like take into account. And I studied up on what he changed. And I was like, okay, I can do a better job.
I love it. So when you say you wrote a script, that was for what the event would look like or how it would be covered? Or were you guys actually doing a talk show there?
It's kind of like what we do for Whiskers, for those who don't know. Like we create questions for the guests. It's really conversational, just like how we do it. We create questions and then the questions are like based off of the order of like how you want the conversation to go, basically.
And this is for Sasha, Patrick, and Mary.
Yes, but this was for Sasha's show. Patrick and Mary Say More. That's more of, we have people calling in from everywhere in Chicago and they call in and they're like, we're like, what's your comment today? And then I actually screen calls for that. So I'm like, what's your comment?
I love it.
I write it down, say, give them a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Maybe a star if they're really good.
I love it.
So call in. I don't know the number, but 10 a.m., 95.1. They'll say the number on the air.
There you go.
Yeah, well, we've already kind of talked about it a little bit, but what is your day-to-day looking like now that college soccer is over and you're in this new chapter of life? If you want to take us through like your morning to afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Well, before you start, so this is an internship you got through Northwestern.
Mm-hmm. So basically...
And you're getting credit?
Yeah, so basically for journalism, which Ava also is, shout out Medill, there's this thing called JR, which is your journalism residency. So for 4 credits, you go and work an internship, and they help you get that internship. And you can go anywhere in the world, or oh my gosh, country. You can go anywhere in the country. Sorry, it's not typically overseas. And then, so people go to DC, people go to New York, people go to LA, and there's a bunch of local ones. So yeah, mine was at WBEZ.
Awesome.
Yeah. So my day to day, I guess right now I'm starting work at 7:30. I like to be there at around like 7:15. So I wake up at about 6. When I'm taking public transit, I have to wake up at 5, but I've decided to spend more money than lose my happiness. So I wake up at 6. Rich knows I like to sleep in.
So we're driving.
We're driving.
And paying for parking.
We're driving and paying for parking because I'm a very cranky person when I don't get a lot of sleep.
And when we were public transportation, we were busing or training or both?
We were walking to the train station. We were training to Merchandise Market, and we were busing to Navy Pier. And then we were walking. So it was a lot. So I decided to drive now. So I wake up at 6. I get ready for work, put on my work outfit, grab my meal prepped meals, and I drive there. And then I get there when it's dark right now. Can't wait for the sun to come up before I get there.
Yeah.
And then I start at 7:30. We have a team meeting for the first show. At 8, we have a team meeting for the next show. And then at 9, that in between then, I usually look up the news that's going on during the day, try to get knowledgeable so I know everything that's happening. At 9 a.m., we start the first show. I usually bring in the guests in and out and then bring them into the studio, set up their mics and everything. At the 10 a.m. show, I'll screen calls, like I said. So people will call in and say, hi, I have a comment about this, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, yes, they're good, or no, they're a wacko. And then after that, I'll usually work on producing the next show or the next couple of shows, or in next week for the rest of the time. And then I'll drive home at around, hopefully, I end work at 3:30, leave at like 4. But usually I'll leave around like 4:30ish. And then I'll drive home. The days that I get lucky, like Mondays and Fridays and not Saturdays, on Mondays and Fridays, I get to come to practice. And the days that I don't, I try to go to the gym and get a little workout in before.
And today's a Friday, and you did get to practice today.
Today's Friday, and I got to practice.
Which, lucky for you, was a lot of running.
Lucky for me, we got to get on the line, which everyone knows I love. So super fun. But yeah, day in the life.
Yeah. Well, how has an athlete shaped the way you approach reporting or broadcasting? Like, how has that shown up, especially maybe compared to like the counterparts you work with that are not athletes? Does anything stand out where you feel like you have an advantage, or maybe not quite like a disadvantage, but just like a difference between how they think and you think or approach problems?
Yeah, I definitely think so. Like, I do think now I am one of the only new ones that's there at WBEZ right now. So I think, one, it's a little different that I'm new and they're all like 10 years of experience and I've worked there for a long time. I do think for me, like, I'm usually looking as soon as I do something, like, how can I do it better? Or like I'm writing down like advice so that I can like take that into account, because, you know, as an athlete, I feel like you're always trying to improve your game. Like, it helps to almost think of it as a competition. I have other interns that work with me. I hope they don't listen to this either. But like, you kind of have to a little bit try to be better than the other interns if you're going to want like a return offer or something like that. So I'm always sometimes treating it like a competition when I don't have to.
Shocking.
What?
Brooke's competing.
What?
You're
No,
shocked.
never. And then I will say something that's been like pointed out, or I've just noticed, is that I always am like stressing to be on time. Like, if we have a meeting at 7:30, like I am waiting there at 7:30, and people, I just am like, some people are like strolling in with their food, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like 7:30, or like
7:30.
if I have a meeting at 12:15, like I'm in there at 12:13, because you know what I'm saying? Like, the time was always super important for me. I will say something that I can flex out of my 4 years at Northwestern, I've never been late. So
Shout out Brooke, being prompt.
and I've never worn the wrong thing. 4 years.
That means a lot.
That means a lot. You guys might not think that this is a lot, but I woke up every day. And near the end of the season, I was like, really stressing about it because I was like, I cannot be
Perfect
late.
score. We needed that perfect
Perfect
score.
score.
Made it this long, like that would really suck.
I
Like,
made it-
tarnish your reputation.
Exactly.
That far into it.
Exactly. So I
Yeah.
really wanted that to be something that I did. So yeah.
Yeah.
Snap,
Well,
snap, snap.
I think it's also safe to say that you're looking towards playing professionally right now. Do you want to take us through where you are in that process, especially like balancing the school side with the internship you have?
Yeah. So right now I actually don't have to take any classes. So like school luckily doesn't come into account. If I finish everything at work, then I don't have to do it after. No homework, which has been really nice, especially on the weekends. I didn't finish everything this week, so that's a little bit unfortunate. However, in terms of playing pro right now, I've talked to a couple agents and still am in the process of talking to more agents that work in like different countries. So right now I'm trying to figure out what countries I want to go to. I'm thinking either somewhere in Europe, Australia, or Greece. So those are fun options. After that, I'll probably...
Wait, Greece is part of Europe.
Yes, but like to me it stands out.
Specifically Greece.
Okay. To me, let me explain to the people who are gonna think I'm stupid. And a couple like, I group like France, Italy, like
Fair.
Spain. Those like group together in my mind. And when I think of Greece, it just is in a separate category. But I do know that it's in Europe.
Okay,
I think
great.
that's fair. My mind, I didn't even think to like question.
Okay, good.
So we're both.
Just want to make sure everybody knows that you know.
I know, guys. I know. I haven't taken geography in a while, but
Okay,
I know.
and you, for all the agents out there and professional teams that are listening to this and want a leader, a great defender, somebody that can play different positions, somebody with a growth mindset, somebody who always wears the right thing and is never late.
Oh,
She may not know her country, but she knows other stuff that are good.
When you're going to finish school in June.
Yep.
So you have one more, you have this internship and then the spring quarter through June, beginning of June, you have one more quarter.
Yep, I have 2 classes that I have to take left. So.
And you would be willing to start playing or hopefully right in the summer?
Yep. That's
Okay.
the goal.
Summer transfer window. People, let's go.
Yeah, I will say, like, right now, all the agents I'm talking to are like, you're in no rush. Like, we can't really help you until March, April, anyways. So I'm taking a little bit more of my time when it comes to like finding an agent and deciding where I want to go and like signing with agents.
Smart.
But yes, as soon as summer, I hope that I'm going somewhere else because it'd be sad if I wasn't. So fingers crossed. We'll see.
And you have former teammates like Emma and Josie playing in some of those countries. So
yeah, Josie looks happier than ever in Australia. She looks like she's doing great. I think she's doing great playing wise too. Michael said she scored a couple of goals. Shout out Josie. Rowan's obviously back in Sweden / teammate / coach. So I don't really know if that like counts.
shout out Rowan.
Shout out Rowan. Emma is going to Canada. Shout out Emma. She's practicing with us tomorrow. Canada's too close for me, I think, but I'm really happy for her. And do we have one more teammate that's playing abroad? Is that it?
There are others, the older ones like
But ones I
Brenna.
haven't played with.
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out to the older cats. Brenna is in Norway, Champions League. Yay.
Ooh.
Go Brenna. Oh, and also this also counts, like obviously Katarina and Alicia are also wanting to go play abroad. Shout out.
Yes.
to them.
So agents, you have 3 potential new cats.
They have already agents.
Oh, sorry.
You guys can still sign me.
just only call if you're interested in Brooke.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm excited.
Well, Rich, do you want to take the rapid fire questions? Because I feel like that's kind of your thing. I have them right here.
Yes,
Lightning
in honor of Brooke being back,
Yes,
we have some lightning round questions.
Yes, just a few.
Okay.
but
I think we know the answer to some of these from the last 10 minutes of our conversation.
Just for fun.
Your favorite way to get to the city?
Wait, do I only get to answer like once? Like, am I going quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Car.
Oh, we knew that. Okay. What's your favorite place down there to frequent?
Well, I only really go to Navy Pier and home, but I guess then Merchandise Mart. I don't know. That's the train station I sometimes go
Is there
to.
any little coffee shop near the station?
There's stuff inside the station. Yeah, there's a Starbucks, there's a Dunkin', so not anything super special,
Ooh.
but out of everywhere I go to on the way to work, that's my favorite. Navy Pier is also cool, I guess. I could
Okay.
shout that out.
All right. What's your new favorite way to pass the time now that you don't have, when you're not doing soccer, working out, or transportation, using transportation to get back and forth?
Any hobbies you've acquired?
You know what?
But that, I feel like, yeah.
You know what? Normally I go to sleep after, but I will say yesterday, are you talking about this? I did pottery. Yesterday. I did with air dried clay.
What are you making?
I made a snack charcuterie plate. So it's like, it sounds lame, but it's like.
It sounds awesome.
I was impressed. I was like, oh, I'm pulling this for tomorrow.
Thank you. It was a plate with like little divisions in it for like your cheese, fruit, and crackers. I don't like olives.
No olives on charcuterie for breakfast.
So yeah.
Agents, remember that. Do you have a new favorite movie or show you're streaming?
Yeah, I'm actually really binging Abbott Elementary.
Oh.
It's really good. You should watch it. It's on ABC a lot. The last season just came out recently in 2025, so it's not like an old show or anything.
Abbott Elementary.
Abbott Elementary. You can watch it on Disney Plus.
Shout out. Boom.
Have me on.
Okay. At your internship, I think you've answered this already. Do you have like an academic advisor, a sports psych, a nutritionist on site there that you can just hang out and deal with some of these stressful moments?
Speaking of like sickness and flu season, access to like a doctor.
Yeah, do you have an athletic trainer in the building?
So we have a medicine cabinet. There's actually a lot of people getting sick right now in the workplace, which is not good. We have a medicine cabinet. I don't know where it is. I've heard about it. We do not have a nutritionist. We have a fridge and we have snacks available for purchase. Mm-hmm. I do have a site supervisor. He is my boss. And I have a faculty advisor at Medill. She's the one who helps me with like advice that I need, like, or will actually like, I can be like, Natalie, her name is Natalie, shout out Natalie Moore. I'll be like, Natalie, I'm failing, help. And she'll be the one that's like, okay, this is what you do. She used to work there, so she knows.
So it's not quite Walter Athletics building.
It is not Walter.
But there's some things there.
There are some things. It's not Nona's. It's not Steph. It's not LP, but it is working.
We love it. We love it.
I do have a quick question. Do people like congregate like at the water station, like in the movies where it's like the classic like journalists, like friend groups, or like I'm just, you know what I mean?
Well, we
like,
have our workspaces. We all work in the same desk. So like we're all by each other.
So you're already there.
But I will say people do congregate by the kitchen because, you know, we have a free food Slack or like group chat, and people will just post when there's food available. And that's one of my favorite things that we have there. So people like post and be like, cake in the cafeteria, and I'm on my way. So that's where people congregate sometimes.
We love it.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Okay, any last words of wisdom?
I'm gonna give my last ever podcast shout out to Jenny. Just kidding. I'll probably be back on Whiskers, but throwback to a time when I would shout out Jenny in the podcast, and she won't be hearing that anymore. So Jenny, if you're listening, this is your last one. Sorry.
Okay. Well, it's been great having you back.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're wishing you luck. All the listeners, pass along any messages to Brooke, and we'll make sure she gets those.
And make sure you guys listen. How often are you guys doing this, do you think? Once a week?
We're shooting for about once a week. Yeah.
Once a week. Everybody tune in. I'm so excited for you guys to get, what is it called? Regulars, but for listening.
Like an act, like
yeah,
yeah, solid audience. That's what it's called.
GFOP. Good
because we didn't have regular posting.
We're
now
gonna
you guys will.
We're looking for our own little name for our followers. GFOPs, good friends of the pod.
Okay.
Wait, I'll bring
friends of Whiskers, whatever. Foes.
Comment, guys. Send in your comments.
Yeah, we need a good name.
Or call Brooke directly at the number she doesn't know.
Or call me at WBEZ. But please don't tell me you know me. I'll like get fired.
Okay, here's to a great internship and a great 2026.
Yes. Shout out Northwestern Soccer, always.
Right. Ciao.
Go Cats. Bye.
Cats.